Go ahead, Rick.
Oh, that's bad, like 30%.
Yeah.
You know, we live. You want to get at this start because I left my phone all the way over here.
Oh, we good. We good. Dang, we ain't got no.
To start off that's all right, but give him a couple seconds. You can
Hey,
have
you
him,
know what
but-
I'm
but-
saying? We got that. But yo, hey,
On a
thank
Friday
you
night.
guys. Thank you guys. Welcome to episode 115 of them things.
Yep.
115.
Yeah.
That's a long
You feel
time.
me?
Y'all know the vibes, man. Hold on. What's good, homies?
What's
My
up?
dog already said this, but welcome to episode 115 of Homies Studios. It's your boy STV, GREAT, joined by the homies Ryan, Shays, and we got a special guest in the building today. Introduce yourself, brother.
Yo, what up, what up? Just another wise fellow. Just see money, man. Just, regular kid. Regular guy.
Regular guy.
Regular guy.
Yeah, man, regular guy.
Humble.
He's being
humble. This
humble.
man is. Humble.
being
this
very
man.
humble.
What it is. Yo, man. Hey, man.
Just got to let y'all know that is my big homie. That is my big homie.
Hey, shout outs to him. Air horns.
Air horns.
No, we gotta get the air horns in there. Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? Yo, it's
Bro,
Super Bowl weekend, fam. What's
Boys
what's
about to
poppin'?
be lit on Sunday, boy.
Yes, sir.
What you mean, dog? I'm over here getting caught up on cords already. I know.
Bro, we got to go traveling to Arizona. I ain't never been there.
It's
You been to
nice.
Arizona?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
I heard it's nice.
We went hiking. The scenery was nice.
Yeah, mountainous.
All kinds of wonderful features. Like it was kind of surreal, like looking at like the wealth.
Wow.
distribution. Like when we went to hike some big old be active like mountain that people die on every year.
Spin that microphone.
Oh,
just a little bit.
my
There
bad.
you
Yeah,
go.
word.
There we go.
Like we went to like a be active site, and that kind of threw me off because I was like, yo, no matter how good I am, if they start hitting me in the face, I'm just gonna fall off the cliff, right?
Oh, dang,
So
boy.
I
It's
thought there
like
would've been
that.
a lot more deaths, but no, it was pretty cool, man.
Hey,
Big
that's what we.
That's dope. I need
That's
that.
yeah.
super
Arizona.
dope, bro.
hand-sized iguanas, right? And then it takes that one crazy, quote unquote white dude to just grab it.
Hey,
Like, because before that, it's the size of your hand, so you're like, I ain't fucking with that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's
Right.
no way. And then all of a sudden, you see him just, oh man, watch this. He just on his belly, like we're not outside, catches it and just like they don't have teeth.
nah.
Bro, nah. I'm
As
Nope.
soon
saying.
as he says that,
Nope.
it changed my whole day. I was like, word, so we're only worried about the bees. All right. I was like, okay, yeah, this will work.
Bro, they got
So,
iguanas in Key West just walking around, bro. Them things
What
are
you
huge,
mean,
bro.
What you mean?
Miami.
Like,
Yeah,
iguanas?
South Florida.
Iguanas in South Florida, man. Them things
Bro.
just be falling out the
I
sky,
remember
bro.
I'm
being with my grandma trying to go to
straight.
the mall, and it was a parking spot, like in the spot in the front. And it was
Yeah.
like 6 of them just laying there, like,
Yeah,
we ain't going nowhere.
Bruh.
like,
bro. Like,
you have to
like
find
dead
somewhere to
and
park,
dead ass,
like,
dead ass
and
down.
that's just how it is.
Yeah, because like dead ass down there in South Florida, when it get too cold, them motherfuckers freeze, and then they'll be in the trees and stuff, and they'll fall out. You just start seeing iguanas fall out the trees, bro. Dead
Oh,
ass.
snap.
I'm trying to figure out what's bad about that. Everybody tries to depict their iguana as a cool ass pet. And
Mhm.
then I mean I feel kind of fortunate. Like Florida got iguanas.
we
New
got
York got rats. You know what I mean? Y'all picking your battles here.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, but
Washington, they got
hey, random talk, but we already talked about it a couple times on the pod. But we starting to get them pythons now
Hey
too.
man, them things showing up. And first of all, shout out to Miss Vivona. What's popping with you, huh?
Queen V,
The homie Deej is in the building also. What's good with your dog, huh?
what's good with the boy? Huh? What up, dude?
Yeah, no. Pythons, bro.
Bro,
They flying around, bro.
dragons.
I'm sick of this shit. Like,
bro, I seen footage though. There was a alligator in the Everglades that ate one though. ate a python.
Just-
But usually it's the other way around. Them must be
Yeah, for
catching
sure.
them.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, something crazy. The homie Justin Cook is in the building. What's good with you, homie?
What up, JD? What up, boy?
Sorry for the whole government that I just had to display out there, but it's on the screen, so you know. it was going to be discovered one way or another. You know what I mean? But
This is true.
hey man, let's get into this hot topic of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up my little agenda real quick. All right, well,
We got that
it's two hot topics. Obviously, we got this. It's two very big hot topics this week. You know what I mean? I guess we can save the Super Bowl for last. So
Yeah, let's talk about that last.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the NBA first, man. Because boy,
Trash.
Oh my god.
trades,
Trash.
and trash and trades and trash and trades.
I'm just joking.
Trades galore, though. You know what I mean? Let's see. First of all,
So, like, which one y'all want to talk about first?
shit, no, fuck. Which one is the biggest impact?
KD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
KD to the Suns.
Healthy, KD.
Yes, he's out, and Devin Booker's out at the same time.
mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you telling me
Mhm.
CP3 ain't got to do too much now? He can just be a point guard for real.
Well, how long are they both
I
out?
mean,
Let's
listen.
talk about that because
Yeah.
they traded
They
all-
out for like another 2-3 weeks, I think.
Okay, I'm thinking like month or something, but okay, that's not the end of the world. I was thinking like because now you don't have Mikal Bridges, like
Right.
those pieces to
Right.
get you by.
But they got TJ Warren too.
Oh, okay.
They got
Damn, how
TJ
the fuck
Warren
they
and
get two
KD.
people
Bro,
like that?
because- you know how?
Because they traded 3 people, and they traded 4 or 5 draft picks.
Oh yeah,
The man's name is James Jones. Mr. I got how many rings LeBron got? Yeah, he got that many too. Because that boy was like, oh, once he came down to Miami, I'm
Yeah,
latching on. fam.
he wrote the coattails.
You know
for
what
the
time
Rams,
it
man.
is.
Bro, what? Hey, his
I
jumper
mean,
was wet
can
though.
you blame him though?
His jumper was wet though.
He was decent.
He's the GM.
He was
he's
a
the
he was
GM
a
in Phoenix.
serviceable starter.
He was a pole man.
serviceable like bench player role.
I was about to say a
He-
pole man. What's your homeboy name that can shoot on the Heat?
Which one of them?
Hero.
Not Hero, other one.
Struz get loose.
Not Struth.
Oh, Duncan.
Duncan. But I was about to say
He's
Duncan.
trash. Like
But
he had
Dun-
like
No,
he had like 2 hot seasons. Then
Yeah.
no, that
They
boy,
start
that boy
realizing he
James
can't
Jones
play
was
no
hot from
defense.
3
James,
though.
James Jones is hot,
That
but
boy was hot, but he's the GM over at Phoenix now,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
but another thing that what's his name, Windhorse, or when they call him Windy.
yeah,
The one thing that he said was a major thing that had an impact was the ownership change, because the current owner of the Suns, like pushed it forward, because under normal circumstances he wouldn't have had the team right now, but he like pushed things forward, put money on the table, and pushed things forward to where he got the team now. And the owner is the reason they got KD, because he told them to pull the trigger. Also, James Jones working the deals out and everything, but the owner was behind them pushing to get KD.
So KD on the Suns.
KD, you got two
With-
bucket getters.
You have now made Devin Booker your number 2 option. And Devin Booker being your 2,
He's not. He's not the 2 option. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work out that way when even if they had the same amount of court time, like it's not like that in the clutch. You know what I mean? You got only person that's gonna have to do less is CP. You know what I mean? Devin Booker is gonna get his buckets, and having somebody else that they have to double now and then the young guys on the team that are coming, like, bro, it's a new prodigy of ball player. And
See, I disagree there. Now, granted, I do agree with the fact that CP3 is going to be the one to do a little bit less, right? But KD is such it's a reason why KD, even when he went to the Warriors, they still tried to run their offense through KD. Granted, Steph was going to do whatever he wanted to do whenever, but like the offense was still generally ran through
certain
KD.
players demand feed. They demand balls, but think about it in the clutch and trying to stay healthy. Like, you're going to get a full version of both of them throughout the season, because now NBA players are not, I guess what you could call intentionally tanking, meaning that they're taking off as many games as possible because some of them are just pointless.
Yeah.
But I feel what you're saying on that, but at the same time, I kind of feel like that's not going to be a problem, because we see KD ball with Steph. We seen KD
I
ball
think
with
it's fair.
ball with
I think-
Kyrie,
I think they should
because
tank.
KD distributes, like Sometimes there is the time where he wants the ball at the end of the game,
Yeah.
but there's sometimes where he'll give it up. You know what I'm saying? Especially with somebody like Devin Book.
Okay,
Like-
so if you base that, so y'all are you're basing this off of the catalyst in the equation being CP because KD had Westbrook.
Yeah, but CP is a true point. Westbrook wasn't a point. Westbrook was a shooting
that's what I'm
guard
saying,
playing
but
point.
there were two dominant
Mm.
scorers that
Mhm.
needed the ball, and KD KD can share. And,
KD can share.
And Booker needed help like a mud. Like
I
even
did-
though he's a walking bucket, he needs.
I think
help.
this is going to help DeAndre Ayton too,
Shit, if
Did he get
DeAndre
to
want to
stay?
be there,
if you want to be
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
right?
He there too. They ain't
Yeah.
get him.
They ain't get
They
him.
ain't get- yeah, he's
Okay.
still there.
So my
They
question.
got a lot of extra pieces. They got
And
a lot
Warren
not
coming
even
off the
extra
bench.
pieces, but they got the key piece that you were gonna need, especially in that West.
How do y'all adjust your perception of a team's success with known NBA tanking as a franchise? Because these people, like franchises, are losing on purpose
Mm-hmm.
for drafts, like, you know what I mean, like for draft picks and all of that stuff. So like that's like, that's like us saying, all right, we gonna let Luka score 50, right? Where we're
Mhm.
not like, are we intentionally not giving them the help to get over the hump?
Right. Some organizations are comfortable doing that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So
Just
like,
just to get the sales and people
Just to get
understand
the
and make
sales
them
and
think that we're gonna get it this
Yeah.
year.
that's how I
Right.
feel about y'all Jazz.
Until we did what we did.
Until we-
No, y'all did exactly what they needed to do to justify them overpriced seats.
they had to
Seats
make.
weren't overpriced.
I just study human patterns.
They had to. They had.
like you know what I mean.
They had to make. They had to make the playoffs in order for
Jack's
them to-
tickets cheaper than a lot of people tickets.
Bro, you talking about a lot of people tickets like that's reasonable. That's what's wrong with you.
I'm just saying, like the other team, like Dallas tickets, the Cowboy
Nah,
tickets,
he
the
spit right now,
49ers,
fuck that.
the
Yo,
49er
I don't-
tickets.
I don't care.
You have to.
I live here.
I
I
understand,
live
but
here.
our ticket prices compared to other
Our
teams
ticket
is
prices. We were just giving them out to middle schools by the grade level. Okay, we were just like literally had homeless people ticket scalping front row seats. Like, you know what I mean?
they
Like,
still took tickets.
like,
Like,
and I
you
mean,
can
and
still get some
they
good.
was getting their hustle on every time, bro. Now those seats are like like 5 bands or something. I don't know how much them seats are, but it's
Hey, I don't know about. I don't know
I
a single $5,000 seat in
Nah.
that
It's
stadium.
gotta be what I mean. What's the skybox? I don't know. I don't.
Well, that's Skybox. Ain't nobody sending no Skybox.
All right, man. Next move we got.
Cocktails.
Next move we got was obviously Kyrie over to the Mavs, and we already seen well, Luka,
Not really, because Luka
Luka-
can
Luka-
play.
Luka,
Shout out
yeah,
Kyrie.
right.
Kyrie went off though.
Yeah, I mean,
He can do that.
That's what
Like,
Kyrie
the thing
does.
about it. Like, he really can do that whenever he wants to. It's just
Shout out Kyrie.
when does he want to?
And he had assists too. He looked engaged, but he has to be engaged because his money's on the line.
Yeah,
Whether it be with Dallas
No,
or somebody
you
else.
think Kyrie give a shit? Like, he done showing you he don't care.
Bro,
Like,
Yes, he
dog,
does.
bro. That is a
The way that he's
dog, bro.
playing,
He gonna
I've seen
fight.
Kyrie when he played for the
you know what I'm
Celtics.
saying? Like,
Kyrie
it's not
plays
about
selfish on purpose, bro. I've seen Kyrie play selfish on purpose. Kyrie is
Yeah.
playing ball right now, like how he was when he
That's-
was going on that stretch with the Nets, because his money's on the line, bro.
I
He
don't
got to
think-
play like that.
I don't think that's.
I don't
why.
think it's the money. I just think
I
that he just want to
he's
show
trying
you.
to show people. Yeah, go ahead.
Right,
bro.
that he's still a relevant point guard in this game. Like, despite all the other stuff, like, he's trying to like basically change, like, basically, you know how they pretty much try to put you in a box, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to live by this perception, and he just doesn't want to be that way.
Well, Stephen
The
A.
same
put
way
him in the
Iverson
box.
did it. Think about it.
But who cares what Stephen A. says other than people that are just in it for clickbait?
I'm just saying, Stephen A. put him in the box. I mean,
He put a lot of
Stephen A.
people
is
in
the
the box
person
they
that
broke
put him in the
down.
box. For
Just
sure.
think about somebody they try to do that to. Iverson. He was not
Let me-
having that. Like, Iverson, I'm gonna have my.
But Iverson and
cornrows.
Kyrie is different though.
I get it.
I mean,
but
it's different ages. That's all.
No,
It's
but
different
Iverson
individuals,
didn't do what
different
Kyrie
people.
like. Iverson hasn't done like
What?
some of the stuff that Kyrie has done.
And
So-
Kyrie hasn't done tons of stuff that Iverson did.
So-
he transitioned the game for point guards.
So let me ask you.
Iverson's a shooting guard.
Let me ask y'all.
It doesn't matter.
We talk-
He has a famous crossover.
We talk.
He does.
we talk about Kyrie potentially doing this for money. If you were front office right now, you giving him the contract that he's anticipating, because you know he want that big money deal. You know you want that max Scott. You giving it to him?
Yes. You
With
give
no
it- you-
stipulations.
Why would you not make the best choice you could for somebody that just wants to play ball? He's already made a statement against the majority sway. You know what I mean? And still just wanted to play ball. So then, just coinky dinkly, he goes to the most gun-ho state in America that literally threatens to go off the grid because they don't agree with government policy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So then he ends up there with another scoring title candidate. And you get, you know what I mean? That doesn't mind sharing the rock. Like, man, I just
Red said it. I'm paying Kyrie for sure.
Shout out Kyrie, man. I just, you know what I mean? I like an individual that just has balls, man. Just brave.
If I'm Dallas, I probably pay Kyrie.
How? So you're gonna pay Kyrie and you're gonna pay Luka?
You got to.
You got to have two stars there, and you got to give Luka help.
Okay.
I mean, they got Christian Wood, so I mean, they may.
I don't think Mark Cuban care about going into the luxury tax. Like,
that's the one thing that you make a point there, because I was gonna say, like,
he gonna be like,
okay.
we haven't done it in how many years?
I was like, what you gonna do? You're gonna end up paying 2 max contracts, and then you're gonna have to sprinkle some.
And that's what I'm saying. How many more prime years of Kyrie do we have? So it's like you might as well strike now.
You have a couple.
Yeah.
Not a couple. I mean, like you have a nice. I mean, you're gonna get your money's worth. You know what I mean? You're gonna get your money's worth because the individual has the following. See, they sell followings now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why earlier when we were just chatting about like Hester,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, and y'all were like, why is he being denied the Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
it's because of relevance. You know what I mean? Only football junkies know who Hester is. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he wasn't a public persona person, which is why you don't get the notoriety you deserve in this stupid bubble of life.
See, but that's where I disagree, because if you be talking about the Hall of Fame, that is for the football junkies. So like, it's not like that. It's not a USA Today and some other publications are voting these people in. No, these are for the football junkies. Though they're the ones who are doing it.
That would be nice if that was reality, but a lot of the voters ain't football junkies. They're fans. There's a humongous landslide between the junkies and the fans. You got people with jerseys on and don't know nothing about the game. So of course they're voting for their most popular person. It's a popularity thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of people don't get deserved due and don't get deserved pay, because if you don't, this is how you have the junior NBA now in high school with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
See, the following is now the marketed tool. You see, if you can create a following, you ain't even got to be that raw, and you can develop a network that gets you the entry, you know, because they see that you're willing to make your own flow if you don't have the flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's how it all plays in together. Like the Hall of Fame is based on fan votes, you know, or some junk like that. And then you got to go with the, I guess, I don't know, maybe they have a
you got Hall of Fame voters.
You know what I mean? A chair of, I don't know. I mean, the Hall of Fame gets depicted. You know what I mean? Like who what's the board?
So the order for the selections of the Hall of Fame is current members of the Hall of Fame and then a committee, right? So that's why I say, like, when we talk about, especially specifically, we're so far on topic, but that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But when we talk about Hester, there's one thing that those who are already in the Hall of Fame know one thing for certain: he's the greatest return man of all time. So when it goes to the voting for this, to me, it just keeps it, even to the point that, like, when he doesn't make it in, is now being made a big deal of it by multiple publications, because it's like, how does this guy, who literally is the only person in the history of the game to for the opening kickoff of a Super Bowl, take that bitch back? And not only did he do that, he did that bitch in his home stadium. And I ain't talking about like, oh, he played for the Bears and he did that at the Bears Stadium at Soldier Field. I'm talking about from Miami, Super Bowl in Miami, down at the at the Dolphin Stadium, and takes that bitch back, starts it off, and then breaks Deion Sanders records. All of Deion's return records have been beat by Devin Hester.
Did they win?
Huh?
Did they win?
That ain't his job. His job is to return.
I think that part. I think
Rex Grossman is a trash ass quarterback.
Yeah, I think if you add a couple of like Super Bowls, like 1 or 2 Super Bowl rings on there, I don't think he gets crossed or passed over a couple of times.
That's what I mean. My question. It's not like I discredit a player because they didn't win, but it critiques the way that they're seen. Like if he runs that bitch back and they win the Super Bowl, everything you did in that win gets over glorified.
Like you're returning it. Like fired up the team, to the win.
You know, I get what you're saying.
I feel what y'all saying. I want to table that talk though because we're gonna talk about the Hall of Fame.
Hold on, just one last thing on that.
Yeah,
one last thing on that because I agree with what he's saying. But also, one of the main reasons they even made it to the Super Bowl that year was because Devin Hester was taking kicks back and winning games for them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sure, they didn't win that Super Bowl, but without Devin Hester, they might not even make the playoffs. And that's a fact.
Yeah, because Rex
Grossman was trash that year. But yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Nobody loves a loser.
Yo, what about this 3-way trade D-Lo from the Timberwolves over to the Lakers, and they get I think Huntington. Or J of time, and like he legit had, like somebody said it on, like I saw a show. There was like, yo, LeBron we haven't even heard of a LeBron speeding ticket.
LeBron is an alien. All right.
Yes.
like he is what happens when the Nephilim like pretend to not exist and come down here and just make somebody that comes out of Cleveland and it's just perfect. You know what I mean?
Like
I look at yes, LeBron is a person, like just not even just as a basketball player. Just think about like how much did you see Michael Jordan put behind his kids?
Man, Mike,
as far as like
it's different. It's listen, it's different, bro. It's different. I'm sorry. It's different. Mike's era, the things, the eras are different.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're giving relative feed, you have to be honest. Mike dealt in an era where brothers had to stay out the way. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Or you was gonna be like the Muslim brother who was raw, just as raw as anybody that's ever came in the league. Yeah. See, that's what happens if you Kyrie back in that time. Point being, see, Mike just stayed out the way. Extra, I don't even know if you could say it on the show, but that type of black dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggerish to the core, you know what I mean? And that's a word.
Yeah,
you know
no, you good.
But he knew how to stay out the way. That's why they made him the poster child for all their investments.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even though he, like, you know what I mean? He was just one of the freaks of the game.
Right.
One of them. You see? But they fund it, bro. It's like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This is the grand distraction. Don't ever be misled.
They literally said like that Mike, they would be told like we can't call that call on Mike. Like you can't call that. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's crazy.
The Mike rules came into play, and all of a sudden
you heard what Vegas said.
y'all saw what happened. Y'all saw what happened. Like that's not to discredit what Jordan did, because like he's like you said, he's one of the freaks of the game. You know what I mean?
I mean, they did that with a lot of players. A lot of players got that same treatment, but Mike was just on a different level as far as
Right.
So
of
imagine
him being great, and then on top of that, you get the calls too.
Yeah. So imagine those two different like people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mike growing up in the era where you just stayed out the way, got the money, and hoped that everybody followed suit. So he had one son pursue basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you don't know if it was off his daddy name or just because
he wanted to play.
But he excelled, made it to college, whatever. But didn't end up like Bronny or nothing like that. But it's a totally different era and beast of person.
Mm-hmm.
You see the nutrition,
even about the training,
the
all
training,
the regiments,
people
all
don't
that.
understand. It's different.
The man out here spending $1 million
on
rejuvenating his body a year. Like that's first of all, that's a lot of damn money. That's a lot of damn money. I'm just gonna put into me. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, what you got to. You have to.
But then that's
Red said Mike was partying.
He was partying his ass off, clubbing, drinking, catching girls, and everything.
Yeah, because you got to think. Then it was all about the limelight. We were all under a program scheme where it was cool to be the marquee for advertisement. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything you did. Like it used to be cool to say they did coke. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody knew Michael Irvin back then. Shout out to you, bro. I'm sorry. But, you know, everybody knew he was high as Cooter Brown. You know what I mean? Which was like an old school dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they knew it. And it was not Lawrence Taylor. Crazy as shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it was cool to be psycho then because you didn't have a camera in your face everywhere. To catch you at your human moments of weakness. Yeah. And they this is the crazy thing. They literally build these assholes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You start with just a kid with talent and they're pampered all the way up because they who's saving the family. You see what I'm saying? So they go through college having their ass kids, then they get to the league where they think they don't because they worth $1 million. That's somebody's stock. Whatever they getting paid, somebody's making 100 times off of them. You see what I'm saying? Right. So then you create these monsters, and then once they become normal, they still supposed to function like that. Which is why most pro athletes either have suicide issues, depression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or go bankrupt because they fell into the sway of financial like illiteracy.
So especially all these financial advisors taking advantage of them and everything. Not knowing who to trust, and because you weren't really educated on that growing up and everything. How could you?
And then look at who you're dealing with. It's like you're always looking at it like we always thinking like a victim state of mind, right?
Yeah.
But like this other guy's his whole hustle, which I ain't gonna say which person because you know what I mean we would end up seeming like we anti-Semitic or some crazy junk like that.
Yeah, we ain't going down that route.
But you know they ran
be instant shutdown.
The what are those people? Agent world. You know, all the top agents, you name them. Come on, bro. I mean, like, until LeBron put his boys on, you wasn't like
right. It was Drew Rosenhaus everywhere. You know what time it was.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He was my brother's agent. You know what I mean? These are big dogs. They getting all the cuts off of the financial illiteracy, if I said that right, of the people. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is that we have this like mind fuck of blaming the opposition or another color when there are educated, successful black people since before we existed. And I'm an 80s baby. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like there were successful people, but they were hid from us.
Yeah.
It's people I have to enlighten now that they're 70, 80 years old and didn't know Dick Gregory or Dr. Sebi existed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They age.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's weird that you can hide in these bubbles.
Well, the thing is like it's so weird, especially in when you're looking at it 2023's perspective, right? Where you can find out anything everywhere right now. But 25 years ago,
you had to go to a library,
bro. Like you had to have encyclopedias, bro. Like, bro,
the newspaper,
bro. You remember you used to have your little encyclopedia kit.
My mom bought the whole catalog.
The whole catalog.
The yellow pages,
I mean? Bro. Like
that's facts,
bro. You had to have everything to try to. You had to have all these books to try to discover some shit, and all the books are outdated as fuck too. You know what I'm saying?
And someone had to want to write about it.
Just to like try to correlate this with some bogus like regiment for school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's make you research who Bartholomew something is. Like this got anything to do with Black history or American culture whatsoever. But we're going to make you run a 5-page essay on this. instead of teaching you financing, stocks, and how to like make a living trust, some shit that could actually help your whole bloodline.
Right.
You know,
For real,
like it's just really like it's just a real world.
Right,
you already know, bro.
All right. Yo.
Listen to Red.
Yeah, boy. We gotta start like tattoos or something. Yo, Reg, man, Reg be on one, dog. I appreciate that, brother, man. Hey,
But yo, I wanted to ask y'all though, like for the Lakers, with D'Lo, do you think you think they're going to the playoffs now, or at least the play-in?
No, I don't think
D'Lo as in Russell, right?
Yeah, D'Angelo Russell.
All right. So just the elephant in the room, like y'all know, all right, we allowed to say nigga on here. Y'all know it's a real nigga in the GM position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like they kind of live by a privacy code, and just in the past, D'Lo wasn't kind of like rocking with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see what I'm saying? So
and he's going back to that
there's
team.
a lot of people in the league that don't really rock with bro over that one little situation, right? And then LeBron keep a tight house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. LeBron don't allow all that extra shit.
And then imagine everybody.
But I think LeBron signed off on that though.
And of course he did. I mean, he asking for help. So at least they got him some veteran scorers and people that want to score.
Right.
Yeah, and can play off the ball.
Yeah. So you just hope that the charisma
comes in. That chemistry.
Yeah, and they got D'Lo's a three-way player. D'Lo's a three-way player. He can shoot the three. He can drive. He can pass. He can rebound. And then they got the other player. Forgot his name. I think it's Huntington.
Bro, they got a bunch of dogs, bro, but it be the chemistry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got to be able to play together and get that chemistry before.
Hey, you seen Pat Bev put like we got the dogs back together talking about him and D-Lo, and like 10 hours later they traded him to Orlando.
Bruh, he tweeted that
I
shit.
cried when I see that. I said, because they had the timeline of when it happened. I'm like, bro, what? It was like 10 hours later. They like, all right, we traded him. He ain't gonna be here when D-Lo get here.
Bruh, I literally tweeted out. I tweeted out that shit myself when he where is it at? I got it right. It's somewhere over there. Regardless, that shit had me crying too, because I was like, yo this shit ain't gonna age well.
And to the Magic?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Right there. Yeah, I got some defense with Banchero.
Okay, what is
bro? Why you patting me? I ain't no Magic fan. I'm a
Magic?
Freaking Bobo fan, and I'm a Banchero fan.
What is this imaginary defense? Are we gonna not address the NBA for its whole of showmanship?
Yeah, I mean, Pat Bev a little bit foul, but I mean, when he was a little bit younger, he played a little bit better defense.
Like nobody play. They don't like. It's like I'm not saying they don't play defense, but if you hoop, you know what I'm talking about,
right?
Like
but they almost can't though.
Open people when you got to play man-to-man defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not even like you got picked. Like bro, just open.
Bro, when the last time you seen somebody slap the ground before they got in their defensive stance?
Probably
you know what I'm saying?
Bruce Bowen.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, Pat Bev.
Like that's what I need to see. I need to see somebody. I need to see somebody who really about that life on defense is like to the point that I'm going to slap the damn pavement. You know what I'm saying?
But Mo Bamba to the Lakers, that's good. Who? Mo Bamba. He came from the Magic.
Yeah.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He's a good bench player.
But
Mo Bamba.
The one that got pieced up by Rivers?
Yeah.
Oh, he got pieced up by
Austin Rivers. Rivers half black, bro. I know he's a little half light skin, you know, bro. He 2-piece. Yeah.
Took it with him.
He say, I'm with it.
Yeah. Yo, Shades. I know it hurts your soul, dog, when it got teased about that Zach LaVine to the Knicks, bruh. I know, dog.
Like, you thought that was gonna happen?
I know.
I didn't even think that it could happen, but then I read the report and they was trying to get it, and then all of a sudden the Knicks talking about, no, we ain't gonna do it over some draft pick or something like that. I'm like, yo, what it?
Yo, nah, bro, we trying to lose.
Bro,
we want all of Randall's good years.
Bro.
We're gonna treat him like Carmelo. Just bring him.
Yo,
right down
I know I said it in the group chat, but I'm about to say it live on there. I need a sexy chick to get up with Dolan I need you to catch my homie saying some racial slurs for me, okay?
You feel me?
And give it a TMZ, okay?
We got to get him up out of
Like
here.
he need to go.
Step out the car. Let me remind you.
You need to go.
My dog said, I need a scandal in the building stat. You know what I'm saying?
It's New York,
It's
bro. They
bad.
don't care.
They don't.
All right, you in New York. Like, did he get vaccinated? He could stay. You know what I mean? like then it's just the law of corruption. Make the bad decisions. Get us the draft picks. All right. Yeah.
I need him. Never mind. I had
I-
a bad joke. I'm not about to say that,
They selling players like real estate equity. You know what I mean, like,
bro. But yeah, man. What other trades?
Man,
Caught
bump
y'all
the trades, man. Bump the trades, dog. We gonna talk about LeBron making history, bro.
Yeah, go ahead and
'Cause,
talk
like-
about LeBron making history, dog.
Cause like
Talk
My-
about the
my
homie
dog-
because
my-
you've
my-
been the most consistent LeBron.
my
fan
dog- my
I've seen.
dog- my dog just broke the record. It is now the all-time leading scorer.
What are you getting so defensive about? I'm just talking. I'm just giving SC his props.
The all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
Yeah.
In
Damn
NBA history.
So in your mind, is he the GOAT now?
It depends. Okay, so this is what
Because
I'm
for
saying.
me,
All right, so it's hard. Like,
It's
okay,
like-
all the things that you say that LeBron, like, think about it. When he came in the league, y'all said everything. He couldn't shoot. All he could do is drive. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like he
Got a shot.
he got himself better year after year, no matter how old. Like he's set what 37 now.
yeah,
So like, bro, he don't.
averaging 30.
He's not slow. He's like the basketball Tom Brady. Like it's like
Better.
I think he's
Yeah,
better.
bet-
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
I think
for
he's
sure.
better than Tom.
Better
the thing-
example. Better example. He's a better example of the perfect.
yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. I can't. He is
As far as
he's-
throwing the ball though, Tom
Yeah.
Brady still got an
No,
arm.
not discrediting.
But Tom Brady don't have the athleticism
No,
to
I'm
like
saying-
the complete
just
athletic game.
the-
Like
Tom Brady was good for what he did. LeBron can do it all. Like he can defend.
Yep.
Like I mean, really, it's not a lot of players that you can say at one point can really defend 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he can do that.
Listen, the fact is that at LeBron's worst, he could start on any NBA roster and be a franchise player.
Yes.
in
At 37.
in history though.
listen, this is what I'm telling you. If
In any era.
if he aged, you understand what I'm saying? If he aged and could only run the 4 or the 5 and didn't have to do half of the stuff he did, he would be what most of the players are on the roster now.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he wasn't responsible for carrying a whole goddamn franchise and these young boys went crazy,
Mhm.
like Jalen Green and them. If he had them running around like maniacs and he got to play the 4 or the 5 and being literally unstoppable
Right.
when he chose to score,
Right.
like bro, he can literally, the scoring record will be so far out that they'll just, I don't know, they'll just make new rules for the league. Like, you know what?
I mean, that
we're-
mug might go up to like 41, 42 though. Like
I mean, depending on how much longer he wants to play.
He said he wanted to play when Bronny played. Bronny just getting to college.
Right.
so
So
Bronny got to do 2 years.
At least one, but
I
the
think
thing
at least
is,
one?
I think he gonna need 2 years.
So 2 more years.
Yeah, at least 2.
bro, it's gonna be an awesome moment. You know what I mean?
But for me, bro, it's like I can't say I can no longer say like Jordan's just better than LeBron. Like I can't just say that. Like it's like 1A, 1B for me.
I feel like
I'm sorry, guys. I don't understand why you guys do that.
What?
Like they are two amazing black athletes
you have to put them against each
that
other.
exist. Like.
But
it's
I'm
like-
not putting
it's
them
like-
against
no,
each
it's
other. I'm
like-
putting
like
them
the
together.
Comparison is like that. The comparison is the shit that people say that just want to talk, because this guy is the reason that the other guy goes hard. Like you can't put them against each other.
Mhm.
Like, bro, you wouldn't know how to fight if I ain't beat your ass.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yo, bro, the reason you go hard is because I set the example how to be the face of the league, how to go hard at it and demand performance.
Right.
You know what I mean? And LeBron just took it. The prototype is how we evolve
Right.
as human beings.
Right.
LeBron's their prototype, and now these young dudes, y'all don't see the weird size of these kids. 7'5" crossovers, running 1 leg 3-pointers. all
Wembanyama.
this weird shit.
Mhm.
Wembanyama.
Like, come on, bro.
Bobo.
They need to make the leagues rim like 14, 15 feet. Let's just go ahead and throw that out there to make it make sense. I know most of y'all ain't never been to Jacksonville, Florida, but we have a court where you play on like 8-foot rims.
Yeah.
And I imagine at 5'9" on an 8-foot rim, this is how LeBron feels on a 10-foot rim. You know what I mean? Like
that boy's still whamming. That boy is whamming.
So accurate, you know. Like just that. But yeah, back the topic, the scoring title.
But yo, it's dope that Kareem was there and that, you know what I'm saying? He kind of didn't look too happy, but
I wanted to be so disrespectful.
Yeah.
What?
I wanted to be disrespectful because Kareem tried Kyrie. Sorry. That's LeBron little brother, right? We all family, you know what I mean? If I'm on the side, I'm on the side. Like they played that.
What Kareem say again?
They played the bully system that they did in America, where they made everybody that resisted the jab, that resisted the majority sway. They insulted them, their integrity, their decency as a person, and they got Kareem, the legend of the game, to get up there and disrespect him like the rest of the pawns of the world. You know what I mean? So when
you remember what he said?
Yeah, he said he literally like insulted the man. You know what I mean? Like him standing up for what was right and what he believed in was wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of like what Stephen A did too.
Of course, but we knew he was already. That was his point as a hater. You know what I mean? Like he had been a hater. He was a hater before most of these people had even made the statement that they were going to be franchise players. You know what I mean? And he gets like that's his job, bro. That's why I like you know what I mean. Rest in peace to Nip, bro. But we just not supposed to entertain goofies. You know what I mean? Like the big homie said it, bro. You're not supposed to entertain goofies. Some dudes I don't even really give recognition because they're media pawns. You know what I mean? When you get off on disrespecting and degrading your own people's performance for a check, and then we supposed to look at you like he just another black man trying to get it. He just trying to make it. And it's such a fallacy, bro, because we can encourage each other and be great at it.
No, but my thing is with Stephen A though is Stephen A doesn't degrade Kyrie's performance. He says he's the greatest performer that he deserves his money. But what Stephen A's point on Kyrie, and I don't agree to the level of which he says. I just think he has a point sometimes. Is it just added up? It was the fact that you are not available. Is availability. It's an ability within itself. And he was saying if you want that type of money, you have to be available. So it's not just the fact of taking the jab. And he said, I think that you should have took it because you're part of a team, but that's your personal preference. But it's the fact of before that you had this whole thing with not doing it because of like I think it was something that happened. It was like a social injustice thing that happened. He decided not to play. Then it was before that it was a party that he went to that it was a
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 100%. You're not showing up for your team.
If I was Kyrie, I would have did the same thing because you have to make the statement that things are bigger than the money, bro.
No, for sure. I'm not saying that I agree that
I'm not saying that that's your
but
stance,
I'm just saying availability is, you know what I'm saying? You have to be there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck Stephen A.
For sure.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Like because you just got to be real about it. Even when like because that's how they tongue twist you, bro. They give you a little bit of valid shit with a bunch of a shit storm of propaganda. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think he should have been a team player. You know?
Yeah, that's the part I don't. That's the part I don't agree with.
This man.
But the only thing I do agree with is Kyrie does have a track record. You know what I'm saying? And Kyrie doesn't always do things the right way, in my opinion. You know what
individuals.
Like as far as like how he performed on the court or how he handled certain situations.
He was raised by Kobe.
I don't always agree with everything that he does, but is he one of the greatest players of all time? I think so.
He will be. He's one of the best guards. He's one of the best combo guards.
Yeah,
definitely one of the best ball handlers.
And then like I don't think we won't understand it till our times pass. How valuable brave brothers are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because like we're in a profession where they're monetarily controlled. And to stand out like against the money, which is why most stay silent in the world.
Yeah.
Against like inequalities of all sorts. We stay quiet, just trying to provide.
Right.
But when you're literally just saying something that is common sense and you're villainized for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the freedom to choose what you want to do with your body should not be up flips. This shouldn't be a coin flip. You know what I mean? When there's research that proves it, and then you try to attack me for that. But if I'm standing up for social injustice because I happen to be a black man, now I'm a confrontational Negro. You know what I mean? You're pointing out shit that I'm doing that you should be doing too. Right. But because I'm doing it and you paid to villainize other black people, right. Stephen A., now you seem valid point because you being the good guy for the ops that pay you because it's about the check and the money worshiping world.
I feel what you're saying right there because also kind of how he went. I'm not really whatever, but how he kind of went at Russell Westbrook too. Like sometimes it was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Especially
like celebrity boxing.
Like why you gotta have.
Yo, give me celebrity boxing. I'm here. I'm here.
Yo, I got Westbrook versus Stephen A. all day.
I got LeBron versus Skip Bayless, and I don't give a damn about how the optics look. You hear?
Hey, we got to get fair. You got to go ahead and put that dog against him. Go ahead and put Sharp.
I know, but see, Sharp would just be like dapping this nigga up in the middle of the ring.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sharp versus who?
No.
LeBron.
No, bro. You don't
Sharp versus Bron? No.
That's not even possible. They are brothers.
Right.
Like friends. But you put Sharp against his coworker who he got to bite his tongue for because
Sharp versus Skip.
Oh, that's but hold on. I would pay to see that as long as they play I Was Born by the River by the
But listen, in all fairness, we got we
need it for the culture, man.
We got to get Skip like a jousting stick or something. So
he gotta have a weapon. Yeah. He gotta have something. Bro, he gotta have something, bro.
Hey, because I like a fair fight.
Because if Shannon Sharp get a hold of him, it's a wrap.
You know what you could do? You could put the cool white dude that be on the Max. Put Max versus Skip. You know what I mean?
That'll be funny.
Put Stephen A. versus Shannon.
Nah.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp with it.
Yeah.
Nah, Shannon Sharp.
Put Jerry Jones versus Mike. What's the name from Pittsburgh?
Mike Tomlin.
Just let him bump. Just let him bump.
Nah, you gotta put Jerry Jones versus Irsay, bro.
Bruh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Irsay drunk ass, high off coke, and then you got Jerry Jones smelling fresh off racism. I ain't got time for that shit, bro. Man, that'd be the most decrepit, slow hitting ass. No, I ain't here for that, dog.
Yo, let me ask y'all a question though. Y'all seen the Pro Bowl highlights? Y'all seen the Pro Bowl at all?
Look at me.
I seen the little highlights.
Y'all think y'all should they should do away with that weekend?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I did my best to stay clear of any Pro Bowl activity this year.
I didn't see the highlight.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I seen Amon St. Ra freaking hit a trampoline and do a flip and catch a ball and land, I was just like, what are y'all doing?
They had them boys like throwing water balloons and catching them and trying to make sure they don't pop. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah. This is what they should do in the off season.
The flag football game was dope
for independent contracts, like the NBA players, the NFL players. They should just do like the most safe recreational activities and just give it away to the culture. You know what I mean? Like my point example, the Jaguars. Now, I don't know. I know y'all was all hopeful and shit like that, but it was clearly what I thought it was. You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't have made it that far, but just will it just to get those ticket prices up just enough. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more. We're gonna let you get another one. And then Thrash Show, horribly organized asses. You know what I mean? Like y'all.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna sit here and agree with none of this.
Hey, I don't agree with none of that, bro. Did you not see the game?
Listen, I always see the game.
Did you see the game?
Listen, I don't.
We had that game, bro.
Yeah.
We fumbled the bag. They didn't destroy us. No, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't destroy us. It's not like the team just whooped our behind. No,
it's rigged.
I mean, I wouldn't go so.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
I mean,
there's some shit that you just look and you're like, yeah, bro. So y'all ran a flea flicker on the 3-yard line.
When you seen that?
Hail Mary on goal line. No, I'm just saying that was just being a little extreme. But the play calling in scenarios just let you know that whoever up there,
bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Dougie P was drawing them up. Our players weren't executing.
Oh, you mean the people that get paid millions to perform?
Correct.
Right. And if there's no Vegas line,
so you think there is scripts handed out at the beginning of the season?
Like even if they said the
players said it.
I've seen that. I've seen that word like 3 times in this past week.
That guy said, he said, I got my script and he said Kamara's supposed to get 200 yards. So
I know if it's not scripted, I know that it's controlled by investment. Put it that way. You see what I'm saying? Like when my brother played at Tennessee, it didn't matter that he was a power back, young, fresh, because they had just gave CJ a new contract. You see what I'm saying? So instead of letting them boys dual attack it so that they couldn't load the box on them, they didn't give a damn. It was like they were tanking on purpose, just trying to get their money out of Chris Johnson. You see what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense. Like you're third and 7, and you run a
QB draw.
A QB draw or some shit.
I mean, not a QB draw, a halfback draw.
40-pound running back. You know what I mean? Like shit that don't make sense. Like when they made the dude from Seattle pass on the goal line with Marshawn Lynch as the running back. Yeah. Things
Russell
that are
Wilson.
Unexplainable. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so when you just look at it that way, you're like, okay, so if I'm getting like I don't even play football professionally, but I get on Madden and I know on an all-out blitz, I probably should not use a quick QB sneak. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's not going to be successful. And then you see an NFL team do it.
Bro.
But there's always levels to everything because you got to also there's also I'm because you got different coaches that have different philosophies, right? So if I'm a defensive coordinator going against this offensive coordinator who could be very imaginative with his play calling,
right?
Sure, I can bring an all-out blitz. I might send an all-out blitz because I think they about to just hand the ball off to Marshawn in this situation, right? Mm-hmm. Or I can, so like there's different variables to why different plays are being called, right? So like I just think
the rumor is
I just think that it's difficult to have a quote unquote script in the game that is so physical that could leave people getting injured and out of games. You see what I'm saying? So like, for instance, in what script would the NFL ever write, hey, Saquon, we're going to get you injured. You ain't going to play for the rest of the year.
No, I mean,
you know what I mean?
You got to understand there's variables that you have no control over. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell a person, hey, bro, we're going to have this D line roll over your goddamn knee. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a contact physical sport, but you can throw to the favor of the defense. You can run on the short side of the fucking field for no reason when you have a speed back like Tyreek Hill or somebody that is almost hard to catch an open field. But instead, we make him run on the shortest fucking space possible instead of the big wide open sea of green where he can outdance damn near anybody. Like the logic behind the NFL is just a little weird. If it's not rigged, it's put in the favor of the investors. And Vegas is there for a fucking reason.
Oh, I know. Vegas definitely has their part in everything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and then like, where is the input? You can't say it's not there if you know it's there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you know that the input is there, then where's the implementation? That's all I'm saying. Is it in the gloves? Is it in the kinetics of the game? Like deflate gate or whatever they have about the football or whatever
that was crazy.
Is. Like all of these wild ass things, right? Mm-hmm. But literally every time they come up with a big ass scandal like this, just on some real shit on what I actually be on, it's a distraction of the masses. Mm-hmm. Just being real. Every scandal in the NFL is one-sided and usually to depict 9 times out of 10 black people to be aggressors or to devalue a product so that they can get more out of it versus what it could get from them.
All comes back to the money.
All comes back to money. All right, man.
Speaking of the money,
it's time. It's what you want to get to?
I wanted to ask y'all about this whole Sean Payton Russell Wilson situation already.
Well, man, we talk about money with Russell. You seen that report that just came out of him yesterday, right?
What about his nonprofit?
His nonprofit foundation that's only given 24.3 cents on the dollar to the charities.
And pocketing the rest.
Where the hell is the rest of the money going, Russell?
Hey, my brothers, Brett Favre kept it all.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, yo! Speaking of that, Brett Favre is trying to sue Shannon Sharp and Pat McAfee for defamation of character.
Of course.
I mean, he's not going to win that suit because
everything that they talked about is been reported.
It's been reported, and everything that they stated was allegedly. And that one word in the court of the law.
If you don't know or have verifiable facts and proof.
Allegedly.
Things are only alleged. That has already been reported on. They were not out here hitting with breaking news.
Random off topic, but on the NFL, nobody thought when bro collapsed on the field that it was probably from a jab or something like that.
Nah, I didn't.
Nah, nobody didn't think that. Nah. It's just normal for people to just collapse on the field.
No, it made sense to me. It made sense to me the way that he got hit.
What did he talk? He didn't he was just there.
No, he got hit. It was a helmet. It was a helmet straight to the heart. T. Higgins is about 6'5". Right before
it was so spaced out, right?
No. The dude they was coming in at an angle, right? So kind of like so
I see a lot of collision.
No, but hear me out though. If you watch the footage, right before they about to collide, T. Higgins goes like this. He takes a quick jab forward. T. Higgins is 6'5". So normally you don't think that he'll cover that amount of space so quickly. But I seen it at the last second. Bart Scott talked about it too on ESPN. But the last second he dipped low and hit him right here, bro. And the cardio or one of the medical staff or whatever that talked about everything said it's like a 1 in 700 million or whatever chance that he got hit at a certain point where the valve was coming in and air got trapped. It got trapped and everything. So it's like it can actually happen. Accident. Yeah, it's like a freak accident. But if you look at T. Higgins, if you look at the footage, T. Higgins dipped low and attacked him because Damar Hamlin took the hit. You know what I'm saying? He wound up taking a hit and flipped T. Higgins, but he was shocked that he got hit because normally when you about to get hit, you just brace up.
I mean, I might have to go relook at the footage.
It made sense to me.
It didn't seem like an impact enough to make your heart skip. And I always think about professionals and what is always underlining that is not stated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how we totally disregard as a country how many professional athletes just dropped. You know what I mean? In college, high school, and the league. And if that's not addressed and it's happening, and then we have freak accidents happening. Freak accidents, 1 in a billion chances. When we have the same issues going on in the country that are known and guaranteed to cause these issues. I'm just not a motherfucker that just gonna go with the coinky dink, bro. I'm just not rocking like that because this man, like, it's the way that they play it just makes it sus. And, you just be glad that he survived.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's however it played out. The one thing that's the most key important thing is that he's all right. You know what I mean? And that was good to see him the NFL honors the other night.
Yeah, bro.
Went up there, did a speech. Shout out to that brother, man, because I can only imagine
it's extra weird. Like, I mean, anybody that played football, it's extra weird that he got injured and got all that notoriety when people have literally had their necks snapped and died on the field. And you know what I mean?
I think it's just
it's not like you don't want him to get his notoriety.
Well, it was so scary that the league had to do something to change it and to try to promote him and back him and everything for publicity sakes because the game is already under so much attack because of the CTE information that they kept away from the players. So they're going to do nowadays, if anything happens, they're going to do anything and go over the top to try to show that, this is a violent game, but we're going to do whatever we can to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with whatever's going on. My own thing is I believe that happened because of T. Higgins' hit to him. And I'm just happy that he's alive. I'm actually scared. They talking about like he can play again and all that junk. And I'm just like, That's the only part that I'm worried about. But that's his decision. You know what I'm saying? But like that's the part that's scary for me. But yo, there's something I want to talk about real quick. I got to get your opinion, Ryan. Let me get your opinion real quick.
What?
Jalen Hurts contract up for discussion. Do you think they talking about 300 million? 300 million.
They have to.
You pay him.
They have
300
to.
whether he wins or not.
Yes.
They have to.
Yes. Think about it, bro. Jalen Hurts, not only did he throw, how many touchdowns he threw for? Like maybe like 30? Something close like 27, 30-ish. He rushed for 15.
Yeah.
Franchise player.
That's more than a lot of running
he
backs.
Rushed for 15.
A lot of running
so
backs.
It's just like, even if you don't, even you have that, he has
22 throwing touchdowns.
Okay.
15 makes 15
up. But 22 and 6.
Yeah.
These kids are young, they're ambitious, and they got the leader mentality.
I like Jalen Hurts. For one, that's the reason why I pay him.
The money's imaginary.
Think about it. He faced adversity. You know what I'm saying? He went to Alabama and was benched for Tua. Had to transfer and ball out. You know what I'm saying? And you put him in the league. And honestly, I know Philly fans myself that said before, we don't want him. Like he's not the answer. But then this year come around and he's
Philly
dropping dimes.
Philadelphia.
He worked with Tom House in the offseason.
Oh yeah,
they're just diehard.
Yeah,
they're like Jaguar fans, just in the cold.
That's true though. I mean, but Philly fans go hard, and they mad opinionated. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So like, it's a recipe for disaster if you don't come in immediately and ball.
Right. So
SC, you pay him?
I mean,
300 million.
This is what I always say about teams when they have these quarterbacks and it's about time to start paying them. Do you think you can go find somebody that's better than him just like that off the street?
Bro,
if you can't, then you pay the man.
There's the Mahomes.
Right. We know he's not the Mahomes.
That's the platform, the 500 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but with your team dynamic, he's playing against Mahomes.
Sure. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
In the championship.
But we talking about Mahomes.
Oh, right. Mahomes is up there.
Yeah, like he's the
creme de la creme.
Like ST said, until you knock Mahomes off, like he is still.
It's not even about you having to knock Mahomes off. You got he won the MVP, so you got to knock him off. But Mahomes is going to be there, bro. Like Mahomes is Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
So you have to have that person that can compete. You know,
Josh Allen is the only thing that came close, but Josh Allen can't consistently play at that level though.
That's what it is. So, bro, it's a different era of quarterback. The Tom Brady's and the Aaron Rodgers, the Drew Brees, and those are phased out. You know what I'm saying? So, if you have he is a true dual threat quarterback.
That was transitioning long before him. He's your baby LeBron of football. The true prototype, the MJ.
Because you had your Randall Cunninghams, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Vic.
Your Vics, you had, you know what I'm saying, you had those. But like right now, because think about it, I feel like Lamar is that too. You know what I'm saying? But
I think Lamar's better than Jalen.
No, but that's the thing. All of them get injured, but it's
you put Lamar on the Eagles.
You put
it's over. Yo, I mean, it's gonna look semi-similar to what you see.
How much
now,
do you get? How much?
Yeah, but how much you guarantee? How much you gonna guarantee? Jalen?
How do you if you're giving him 3? How do you not guarantee it when? Forgive my language. When somebody that got accused of sexual, his contract was 100% guaranteed.
So I mean, he got to at least get 230 guaranteed with 300 mil with incentives or something like that. But you got to at least guarantee 230. That's why Lamar holding out the way he is.
Franchise players should get their negotiations together, and they should
stick to their guns.
They should cash out. But I think Philadelphia is gonna suck as a franchise. You know what I mean?
For real?
No.
No.
like my best friend's a Philadelphia fan.
I'm about to say because their GM is doing work. Howie ain't playing games this year, bro.
The crazy thing about it is, it's like if you just went by pattern, Philadelphia is gonna win on Sunday. Because my best friend, that's a Philadelphia fan, that's just like how his life's rolling. You know what I mean? Like I'm a Cowboy, so You know,
Oh boy, I know you hurting right now.
Not at all. Not at all.
You expected to fall?
What? I didn't expect to win.
Oh,
not because they're not capable, but because of management.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Jerry?
Like it just doesn't make sense to intention. Like point to what I was saying when y'all were talking about them. Black athletes are not allowed to be great. They're just not allowed to be great and just focus on the craft. If that was true, Lamar would have been great. You know, he wouldn't be having to fight for relevance when he was a dual unstoppable quarterback. And the league shunned him for the lightest reasons ever, like he was inadequate. You know what I mean? And that's just fucking weird. But then, like, just in that small time of how blip it is in life, Mahomes got that big ass check at the same time we were going through the Black Lives Matter stuff, right? And the statement came out about him supporting the cops. You know what I mean? Like supporting blue lives, right? It was like some statement like that came through. And the narrative mean that he was like the poster child for getting the check. You know what I mean? Like no,
I see what you're saying.
Like no. I love to see people get bread and win against the system because they're all slaves to the distraction of you know what I mean? That's what sports are. It's public distraction
for sure
while they're like stealing the world from us, whatever. But when he gets to be the poster child for it, all the dynamics they just fill in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you support a cause that's anti the other cause at the time. You know what I mean? Like they put citizens against each other in that whole movement. Police versus citizens, sovereign citizens versus the normal citizen, just by mind fucking them, right? And then you come out while your team is at the pinnacle of success, and you support the opposition view, right?
Right.
And then boom, your check is outrageous, $500 million. Listen, I love to see.
They're saying that junk's team friendly.
500 million, bro. There's not an athlete that should get 500 million. I don't give a fuck if you could teleport.
That mug team, they saying that mug team friendly. Now he worth more than that.
Listen, you could teleport from passing the ball to yourself and appear in the end zone and catch that motherfucker, and you shouldn't get 500 million. You know what I mean? But see, it's an inflated fucking world, so they give it to who supports their prototype of what the athlete should look like. And if you just pay attention to what actually, like the type of person they are, it's why they get that check, bro. Like, bro got some real people around him. The financial advisors and shit.
Yeah.
His wife.
Yeah.
And all that, like, bro, they ain't stupid. So they finessing the leverage of the player.
Yeah, no, they doing it. Like if your goal was to get the bag, you follow the Patrick Mahomes script.
Straight up.
Like because he getting 500 M's from because he's getting the money like even differently than like how LeBron gets his money, right? LeBron gets so much money outside of basketball, and then so to the point that he can sacrifice getting the max deals in the NBA, right?
Right.
Mahomes is getting mad bread out of the outside of football, but also mad bread inside of football. Like literally is putting you on a blueprint on how to get the bread, dog.
Tom Brady, I think they said his career earnings was like 300, and I think it was supposed to like 320 mil. He already got him beat.
Yeah,
with that contract.
One contract.
That's because we live in America.
He might have doubled up.
Right.
We live in America where the US dollar is just an imagination.
Right.
So now it's all about it's about like don't be surprised people get astronomical contracts when we're just making money. Right? So the goal is to show the big dollars that make no goddamn sense, like a Powerball winner. You know what I mean? So that it becomes the status quo. You know what I mean? Now subpar people, not as individuals, but as players, they're expecting 100 mil. You know, they're expecting some kind of crazy ass contract.
What's his name? Dennis Schroeder.
And this is the thing. It's not fucked up for them to request that money, but the franchise has been
Schroeder
off of them. You know, ticket sales, stadiums, all of that shit that they get off of the entity itself. Can anybody explain to me why California wins so much shit?
I don't know.
Like why they take all the dominant people and somehow they're running out of water?
Yeah.
Look, man.
Like who the fuck can't donate water when LeBron, Steph, fucking
Kawhi,
Bonds, like how many all-stars you want in each category?
Fuck that. Fuck talking about we got to stop going to the player. You got these owners with mad bread.
Yeah, no, not the players. I'm not talking about the players, but they're bringing championships, which bring in shit tons.
Yeah,
because all of these guys are doing some type of elite.
Where's the money going?
I'm gonna put a bill on my. I got $1 billion on my team.
Let's get to the Super Bowl, bro, because it's time.
It's time to get to it.
Yeah,
Eagles.
No time for the ninja take.
Oh, damn!
You got it, boy. You got to break it down for Ryan. They released the top 20.
All right, so I guess we do got time. We do got time.
I seen it.
They released the top 20 hip hop artists of all time.
So
Billboard.
We already went through 21 through 50 already on this pod.
Is this millennial based?
No.
Definitely sounds like it. You're not telling me an MC put what's the name over what's the name, and I ain't gonna say it till he name them, but ain't no.
They had Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Ghostface.
Ghostface wasn't in top 20
on this list.
Ghostface is not top 20.
Hold on.
I didn't say he top 20. I'm saying he was in the top.
Oh, he was in the top 50 though. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
the alignment.
At 20, we got Big Daddy Kane. 19, Missy. 18, Ice Cube. 17 is 50. 16 is Scarface. 15 is Cole. LL at 14. Rakim at 13. 3 Stacks, Andre 3000 at 12. Kanye at 11.
Right.
Nicki Minaj at 10.
Hey, excuse me. Pause. Okay.
That's why I put my damn foot there.
No. No.
I will not be subject to this.
I will not listen to this blasphemy. All right. And it ain't Nicki. Nicki's not the problem. It's the fact that you can tell they took a couple of conscious people and didn't want to offend them in the room. So they added people that they didn't even understand. Because you could not have understand and heard Big Daddy Kane or Rakim and put them beneath none of those names. You could have not ever looked at a body of work and put Ice Cube beneath them, even though he's not glorified for rapping.
I don't like Nicki. I don't like Nicki in front of Cube. I don't like Nicki in front of Kim. It's just literally
not logical. You put her with the pillars of the game. Like what she was
that has to be off record sales, bro. That has to be record sales.
She rode a wave of franchising rappers. You know what I mean? She got with Young Money. She's a hot artist with talent, and then they glorify her to be the textbook, what they wanted women to aspire to be like in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because when she first started off, I think Baby was like 110, 120 pounds.
Yeah.
From the islands, no booty, no nothing, just a gorgeous face.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And then they made
her and was spitting.
And now they make her the prototype for I don't know, like the perfect body.
I mean, she pretty much paved the way for like that. Now there's a whole bunch of female artists.
Because most of the
Remy Ma was still
now they want to rap.
They're gorgeous. Yeah. They're gorgeous outside, but they're mentally going through it because it's like always an identity crisis when you got to live up to that persona, male or female.
She said something about that too.
You know what I mean?
Nicki said something about that.
Yeah,
too.
It's got to be overwhelming. Like that's why most of them, after they get the money or the number that they're going for, they take half that shit out.
Yeah.
Yo, let me get a butt reduction. Let me get this done. You know what I mean? Dudes, they go to stop with all the glamour and the chains, and then all of a sudden they go 3 stacks on them.
Yeah.
Like at just number 10, you could tell that that's not an MC's rating. That's why I said, was it a millennial standard?
No, I but still, regardless of I understand what they were attempting to do here. This is my issue. I feel like if you wanted to do that, you could have then at least put Missy there, because of Missy's impact on hip hop.
Yeah,
Missy at 10 would have been. I would have been.
I would have respected that.
Like,
I would respect that.
Like
that's y'all. Yeah, all of y'all are generous.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I understand what they were.
What is this list called? What is this list called?
This list is the top 50 hip hop artists of all time.
Right.
Billboards.
Billboards. So it's sales based.
It has more to do with
because the billboards are not us.
Sale. No.
I think it has to include sales, bro. That's the only way Nicki's top 10.
Exactly. Okay, so then that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're talking sales.
Right.
They're not talking, and that's what I told you. It could be MCs.
Sales is a piece of it. It's not all of it.
It's not all of it, bro.
That's why a lot of people are relevant.
No,
like no discredit to Missy or Nicki or none of them, but they know they students in the game to some of them names that they name within that equation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just lyrically. lyrically, they wouldn't be in the conversation.
Like, bro, they got Busta like up way up there, bro.
We're not gonna name MC Light.
MC Light, she's in top 50.
Yeah, she's on this list.
Top 50.
Okay, well, we got to get.
No, she's not in this top 10.
But she's on
she's on their top 50. What's that?
They ain't name Eve.
They not because because she didn't last their spark of relevance, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, who's at 9? Like, go through the rest.
9, we got Snoop. Cool. 8 is Drake, which we talking sales. That surprised me a little bit. 7, we got Lil Wayne. 6, we have Notorious B.I.G. Why did I say that so weird? Okay. Number 5, we got Eminem. 4, we got Pac. 3, we got Nas. 2, we got Kendrick. 1, we got Jay.
Jay who?
Z.
Hove.
Like,
well, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to me, huh? Why are we doing this to me? If we're talking business mogul, or if we're talking about a dope ass MC, cool. But Jay just ain't over big and pop. He just had longevity in the game. He survived longer, which is something that I credit to being like the epitome of gangster.
So it's kind of like Bron versus Jordan,
but but that's because of the ideal that you got to start off in the verses. You know what I mean? Like they shouldn't be verses; they should just be spoke of like you speak of Greek gods or something.
See,
you know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying. I think if you combine sales with lyrics and all of that, like Jay got like
that. Listen, that is all.
Because I'm a Nas guy, so
look,
I get it.
What we also have to take into account though is while yes, he is there due to longevity, right? We can't count that against the man because the man was stayed alive. That's like the man.
I didn't count.
I know you're not. I'm just saying, like generally.
Y'all know how they got the world fucked up.
What was that?
Like the people that I'm not gonna say they feared, but like some of the people that they knew was a real problem ain't on that list. Like if DMX ain't on that list, I ain't trying to hear it.
He's 21.
Yeah, they definitely should have had him up higher.
If Andre 3 Stacks,
he's on the list.
At 12.
No. This is what I'm saying. If Andre 3 Stacks, Jay-Z, Kendrick, J. Cole, even though you're going in 10-year span eras of people, if they're not all like in the same like section, there's a problem. Like they should have started off naming all the dope female MCs that they wanted to give credit to. Yeah, you know what I mean, just to be respectful and not leave them out. But when you're talking about the dopest MCs, they gotta get real. Because if it's just sales, you're gonna name people that are goofies. Yeah, if we're just going
like
sales.
Bro, like because I thought they had Black Thought like way.
Yeah, where's Black Thought?
Black Thought's he's in the top 50.
He's in the top 50.
Where's Mos Def?
I think he's like
he's on there,
but he's like 37. But he's like 37, bro.
Yeah. Exactly,
because it's not
Busta like 36. I'm like, what?
It's not an MC doing it. It's a millennial AI. Like it's like.
But yeah, bro. ST, let's get to it, bro.
All right,
let's get to that,
time, man. Super Bowl time.
Who, I want to know who you got. Of course.
Who you got? Who going first?
Champ, go first.
Oh yeah, you right. Hold on one second. You right though.
So when I get it, I'm gonna start getting ignorant. I never was ignorant when I had the belt. You know what I'm saying?
You right. Champion's here. My bad. I should put it on this other arm because
it's gonna gravitate towards you. That's what you're doing. It's starting to.
Nah, it just sits better on the left shoulder. Who I got? It's Patrick Mahomes until it's not Patrick Mahomes. That's who I got. Why? Because it's Patrick Mahomes. I understand how great Philly's defense is. I understand that they had some minor injuries on the offensive side for Kansas City in this last game. I understand that Patrick Mahomes isn't coming in at 100%, but I also understand that neither is Jalen Hurts, right? So, when things can be quote unquote equal, and they're not, but they are. is Patrick Mahomes. We have asked every single week, when y'all gonna do something to stop Kelsey? And every single week, nobody got an answer for it.
Nobody has really had an answer for tight end with hands and mobility.
Right. It's tough.
In the history of the league.
It's tough.
Ever. He's big.
It's mismatch time.
You don't want to hurt yourself.
Right.
And he violent.
And he violent.
And he gonna dance when he scope.
He gonna hit you with nigga dances.
Straight up. He got soul. He had every barbecue.
You know he had every barbecue.
Isn't his wife black, isn't she?
Yeah.
No,
He ain't married.
He ain't
married.
married.
Or the girl he dated.
His ex was the
His ex-
hot chick, and
yeah.
then it didn't work out, and then he had to go get another gorgeous one because that's what they do.
And then he had his own show, Dating with Kelsey.
Yeah.
And they got the cool concept with him and his brother, the first Super Bowl brothers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they got a podcast together.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, man.
So you got Patty? You got the Chiefs.
I got Patrick Mahomes.
Who you
man.
got?
I got the Eagles.
And why you got the Eagles?
Just because I felt like the Eagles had the best team. At first I thought the 49ers did, but it's just that quarterback, Jalen Hurts, is a better quarterback than what the 49ers have. Schematically, they can beat you through the air and they can beat you running the ball. And that's the Chiefs' kryptonite, is a team that can run the ball consistently, effectively, and chew away the clock. I mean, they got Patrick Mahomes, and it's going to go down to the wire, 100%, I think. But at the same time, I think that with the Eagles' defense, and especially defensive line, I think they can put a lot of pressure on Mahomes and make him uncomfortable to the point where Patrick Mahomes doesn't really play too well in the Super Bowl. Like if you look at his Super Bowl stats. So I think if you put that pressure on him on the line and the bright lights, you keep that pressure on him all game, that potentially he can possibly get you a mistake. And the Eagles, if the Eagles can take advantage of that mistake, keep running the ball, scoring points, drive down the field. But you don't want to go like shot for shot like the Bills try to do with the Chiefs. You need to drive the ball down the field, run that clock out, and the Eagles is complete from top to bottom. So I'm going Eagles.
Do you put a hit on Mahomes?
What do you mean hit?
It's for the gusto.
Like you talking about Greg Williams?
Like Jacksonville did. You know what I mean?
We ain't do nothing. There was no hit. On
hey,
that
I told a client of mine. I was doing an estimate on a kitchen remodel, bro. And the client, diehard Jacksonville fan, he said, "You think we got any chance of winning?" I said, "If y'all injure Mahomes." That was the first thing I said. I said, if you injure Mahomes and somehow they want to overprice this stadium, yes. But I don't think so. I think that you would have to have all of those things happen and him not be allowed to play again for y'all to win.
No, all you had to do is Christian Kirk catch the ball and Jamal Agnew not fumble. That's how you win.
Injure Mahomes.
Oh yeah, and injure Mahomes.
that was key. That part was very vital to our chances. You know what I'm saying? But then again, was it because Chad Henne went down 98 yards down the damn field and scored on our ass? Son of a. Yeah. Ryan, who you got, bro?
I'm gonna take the Eagles, and I'm gonna take the Eagles just because I feel like their secondary is better. Like they got players at every level. I feel like
the homie Mike said Kelsey just scored and the game ain't even on yet.
But the Eagles just have too much, man. I think that they like offense, defense, they actually set this team up to be like contenders earlier than I thought they would be. But I just think I think it's going to be a close game. I think Mahomes keeps it close as he always does, but I think they win by at least they'll win by probably 5-7.
Okay.
Word.
Who you got?
I'm gonna say field goal.
Yo, all right. Without even paying attention to like the arsenals on each team, like my theory of why the Eagles are gonna win is just by like pattern. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like my best friend, who I told you is a diehard Eagles fan. Like when you observe life, you just start to see how it's just some people's year. It's like bro couldn't miss. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just what I based my guess off of. I was like, bro gets divorced and gets a hotter chick, a better life, better job, and the Eagles go all the way to the fucking Super Bowl. And we bet every year versus the Cowboys versus the Eagles. So he can't miss. So I was like, yo, he's gonna win. And then I don't trust Mahomes in the big games because I feel like he tanked against Tom Brady. And I felt like it was rigged because they had an unstoppable offense, and that was the lowest scoring Super Bowl game I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean?
His old line, bro. He had backups. They had backups in there.
Like that had to be intentionally done. Like if you're telling me that Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes couldn't put together 21 points when the whole season these niggas averaged 50. You know what I mean? Like when I seen that he would tank on a Super Bowl game for the whatever force made them do that, bro. Because it's common sense. They had the most bogus flags.
Yo, them flags was
them
flags pissed
me
off. Fuck off, dog.
Fucking game.
What? Them
Ever,
flags was
dog.
horrible.
You know what I mean? And it was just right in front of your face because it was establishing the legacy for Brady. Like it was like the farewell. You know what I mean? But we don't even see it because of how the world works. I just had a conspiracy theory to the whole thing. And it might be kind of like, I don't know, based on like race theory or some shit like that. But I feel like I just watched the white hope story of America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because our worlds, like professional sports, are wired around it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why is the bullshit roughing the passer thing back, right? It was to enable the less mobile quarterback time to sit in the pocket.
Yep.
Without knowing you ain't gonna get crushed by
Lawrence Taylor.
By Lawrence Taylor, you feel what I'm saying? And that's insane. But then they started having the dual quarterbacks, and then so now it's not just a color thing. White boys coming out mobile, black guys coming out mobile, but that was why you got to see that was what it was about. You know what I'm saying? And then now when you see the most productive motherfucker ever go to the Super Bowl and they don't score 21 points, I think it was. That means that I know he'll tank, right? So I think he'll be cool with losing another one.
So what if Patrick Mahomes
got $500 million to take the loss?
So what if Patrick Mahomes balls? Do you still think Eagles gonna win? If Patrick Mahomes balls, then Chiefs win?
Yeah, then I congratulate him.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying though, are you saying if Patrick Mahomes balls out, you thinking that the Chiefs are gonna win still, or you still think the Eagles are gonna win?
No, because if Mahomes balls out, there's not a time that they don't score on the drive.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they just have. It's just he's like a cheat code, just like Vic was. You know what I mean? You don't know where this nigga gonna throw the ball. He looking at you. He done hit the popcorn man in the stands. Like, you know what I mean? Like bro, all over the place and accurate with it. So as long as he doesn't get any late hits while scrambling or turf toe or fucking, I don't know.
Somebody roll on his ankle again.
You know what I mean? And it's the same thing for Jalen. Like, I feel like I don't trust teams where everything is on one player.
Right.
Like if Jalen gets hurt, the Eagles.
It's over.
Because it's gonna fuck up their charisma.
Right.
But if Mahomes get hurt, Henny could come in and do his things.
And I just, you know what I mean? I just feel like
I
don't know. Because if Mahomes wins, I'm gonna be like, he won because he tanked for Tom Brady.
So hold on. So let me get this right. Let me get this
Not
right.
that Tom ain't good.
Let me get this right. Y'all all going against Mahomes. So next week on the final episode of the season, when we come back in and we review, and it's Mahomes.
Congratulations.
I gotta sit here and look at all y'all, and be like, y'all motherfuckers went against Mahomes. Now, granted, I could very well come in next week and be like, damn, I was the only person that went against Philly.
But that's what you did crazy. Last time, though. Everybody picked the Bengals. You picked Mahomes.
You feel me?
I thought the Bengals was going to do what the Eagles are about to do. But the
this
Eagles
probably won't be that
the
time.
Eagles is the better team than the Bengals though.
Team.
This probably won't be that time.
Eagles is
though,
the better
bro.
team.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's okay.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
This ain't that time, bro. It's Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, this probably won't be the time that he the
Until
only
it
one right. You know what I mean? Like like it's just bro year. That's all I'm telling you. It's just his year. Like the Eagles gonna win just because bro fuck with him. That's all I'm telling you. It's like divine
intervention.
You know, like
All right.
Mahomes got the check.
Who's the MVP?
Jalen.
Hurts.
Jalen. He's gonna have a receiver that's gonna snap for
Miles Sanders.
It's gonna be Jalen.
So I understand how y'all all got to y'all's point because that's who y'all think's gonna win. And while I think the actual MVP should be Jerick McKinnon, but they're still gonna give it to Mahomes. I understand why they would end up giving it to Mahomes.
No, if the Chiefs win, they're giving it to Kelsey.
Don't you gotta win to get the MVP?
Yeah. And I'm the only person here that's got the Chiefs winning.
And that's why you can't pick an MVP. You just need to pick who gonna be on the halftime show. Who on the halftime show? You feel me? Who bro, y'all don't have a problem with that? Like how vain the world is that it was 2000 and what, like 22,
yeah.
and
Andy
it was
Reid.
like everybody from like the 80s got to pick y'all Super Bowl. Like America's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like we won't just let an OG be an OG. Cause see, we didn't crack the code. Now we taking care of our bodies and shit, and we living. So it's like, nah, we still relevant.
Yeah.
Not the way young. Because why couldn't 2020 be the young kids? All those dudes, those breakout artists and shit. That's supposed to be their Super Bowl. Nigga, it's their year. We doing like I don't know, like we in a time warp or something. Nigga, the Super Bowls be throwback as hell for no reason.
Yeah, they got Rihanna. Rihanna gonna be in the halftime show.
It'd be like that high school that you wish you could have picked the music selection.
Riri.
You know what I mean?
I'm here for the Rihanna halftime show. Fuck what you heard. Like,
it's just Rihanna, man. You just say yes for Riri. Just say yes.
You know what I mean?
A unicorn.
We know what time it is. She gonna go over there. She gonna kill that shit.
She gonna kill it.
You know, she probably gonna She's probably gonna look great.
Have ASAP Rocky come out.
Yeah, you know.
I'm just playing.
I doubt that.
Yeah, I know.
Man, why not?
I doubt that one.
I mean,
he gonna be there though.
Like, but Riri might get demands in the contract.
You know he's gonna be there though.
Just like how M demanded 50.
Yeah.
And then why wouldn't she include her husband or baby's father in credits of the Super Bowl? And more than this.
That'd be dope.
Be sick. Plus ASAP Rocky, a real one. You know what I mean? Let the boy get that.
No, I'm not saying that I don't want to see him out there.
No, I'm just saying, like, I hope he get the check. You know
I hope.
Like,
hey, if he get a Super Bowl, if he get a halftime Super Bowl halftime.
What song you gonna sing?
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Cause like,
I just start thinking like the first couple that came to my head. I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Like,
yo, so let me ask you another question: is Nick Sirianni for real?
What you mean?
As a coach, or do you think it's just the general manager giving him players? But like, I mean, you still got to be able to coach it.
Coaches need good players to be successful. They also have to be able to scheme and shit to be successful because you're still going against some of the best coaches in the world. You know what I mean? Like, so him getting the players, that's great that he has them, but we've seen other coaches with great talent
not produce,
and he's got these boys to the Super Bowl. I think, yeah, and I think there's still another level for them to unlock between Hurts and AJ Brown that they still have yet to do.
And Devontae,
right?
Because Devontae's still developing.
You know what I mean? So I do think like next year they're gonna be more dangerous than they were this year.
And Goddard's healthy.
You feel me? Like I think the Eagles are gonna be like a team to be reckoned with.
From now on,
annually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They here because they got young pieces. Devontae Smith is young.
AJ Brown,
young.
Dallas,
young. Like all of their
The
pieces
defense
are
is a
young.
little aged.
The defense is aged, but they got so much depth. That it don't, like, okay,
Bro,
no, we
for
losing
real.
Dominican Sue this
Oh
year.
yeah,
Okay, well, cool.
we just drafted Jordan
we
Brown
brought him
or Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. You know what I mean? Like, bro, they got depth at any position where there's also age and experience.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to go to the game.
What game?
Next year's games.
Oh,
What, the Jaguar games?
That's the type of shit I be thinking about.
Who's y'all?
When we be thinking
Yeah.
about when we be thinking about the next season and shit, I'd be like, what if America on some bullshit again? And you know what I mean? They didn't hit us with another virus, and now we all in this bitch watching virtual Super Bowl.
The donkey pox.
You know
You gotta get an Oculus.
You gotta get a fucking
virtual
Oculus.
reality.
Yeah, you know.
Yo, y'all better stop playing.
This is how you gotta attend this motherfucker. Like I be wondering
Y'all
about
better
shit
stop
like that.
playing.
I'd be like, boy, what we making plans on?
Oh yeah, Red got the Chiefs. He said Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel y'all. Hey, I'm not just because I'm picking the Eagles, don't think I'm disrespecting and think it's gonna be easy now.
It ain't disrespect.
Like, but I'm just thinking that I say a field goal. I think this gonna go down to a field goal.
I'm gonna tell you now, if it go down to a field goal, that's the Chiefs
This
game.
shit is finna be a blowout. They gonna stop the Chiefs. They gonna crush Mahomes' ass on the sack because he gonna try to overdo the play, and they gonna come around the bend and smack his ass, and then the Chiefs gonna be fucked up.
I don't know because Mahomes
Jalen
got
Hurts
eyes in the
gonna
back of
show
his
the
head,
fuck
the side
out.
of his head.
Like listen, it ain't gonna be his fault. It's just they just gonna smash him on a QB scramble.
Yeah, I mean they do got the pieces to do so.
I think I want some Campbell soup. Or maybe I should call State Farm. Whatever fucking commercials you do, and that's what he gonna be doing. Bro, gonna be chilling with a fucking frohawk while he watches the game, and he gonna just be chilling on the side. He gonna be a little emotional, but you know what I mean. He gonna be thinking about that 500 mil and how he winning at every other fucking thing in life, and it's just gonna
it's gonna be all right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you how the shit gonna go. And Jalen Hurts gonna fucking win. Yeah, congrats. You know what I mean? Nah, really, I don't have a dog in the fight, but that's just my prediction.
I feel that because I have no dog in this fight either, except for Patty Mahomes. And that's a bad motherfucker.
So dang, ST's the only one picking the Chiefs. All right,
That's the only one.
Y'all
the
ain't
champ
gonna
standing
talk-
alone.
Y'all don't got no thoughts on Westbrook going to Utah? Nope. Like how fucking weird is that? Like they tried to hide a nigga.
Nah, he about to buy.
They
He
gonna buy him out.
about to buy.
him out.
Yeah, he about to buy him out, buy himself out.
Retire.
Nah.
You gonna retire?
Nah, he about to try to get picked
somewhere
up, sign somewhere else. He can sign with anybody.
And then that's when more
Well,
teams would be
Bro,
more
listen,
willing.
Westbrook should go to Milwaukee.
That'd be nasty.
That'd
That would be
fucking awesome.
That would be filthy, actually. Yeah.
You give Greek another aggressive ass Negro and
Yeah.
and give him some.
Yeah, actually put him at shooting guard.
because Greek needs help like a motherfucker.
Yes,
But
he
you
do.
can tell, bro, feet hurt. You know what I
Bruh.
mean? Like he looked like his feet hurt. Oh my goodness! I tell you, coach, I can't do it. that looked like what he say every practice.
I wish I would've
Like-
thought that way.
Like you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? That just sound like that sound like that's what bro say. You know what I mean?
Bro.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Russ to the Bucks. I didn't even think about that. Russ to the Bucks. That'll be disgusting.
All right, man. Y'all boys got any shout outs before we get up out of here today?
Nah, bruh. Honestly.
Hey, man. I'm gonna say
Ryan,
this.
what you
I'll
got,
say
man?
this. Yo, if you watching this on YouTube, man, hey, do us a favor, man. I think we like a couple short of like 200. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button for you boys. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all.
Help
you
us
know
get
what
to 200, then we're going to
Do
get
that
to
shit for
5,
you.
then
Do
the
that shit for you.
1,000, 5,000, 10,000.
I mean? No, I'm just gonna keep running this
You
shit
know what I
up until we run this shit up.
Run it.
Until it's up. You know what I mean? So yeah, appreciate y'all as always.
Appreciate the homies. Go ahead with your.
Yo, man, break the matrix, man. There's knowledge out here.
Oh, see.
Go ahead and drop us.
Go ahead,
with your,
Chase.
super detailed.
I don't be having no super detailed stuff. Oh, that's what
Chance
I'm
the
saying.
Taylor Foundation.
Yo, shout out to the Chastity Taylor Foundation. Shout out to F Car. Shout out to everybody rocking with us. Everybody across the world. I hope everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. You know what I mean? Have fun, but stay safe. You know what I mean? Do your thing, live your life. And you know, next episode will be the final episode of this season, and we'll be coming back in March. Got some new things planned. Some new venues for sure this time. Definitely gonna talk it over with the homies, but make sure everything is kosher. But yeah, we got some new things popping. Some new gear that's gonna be coming out too in the next season too. So be on the lookout for that. Some sponsorships that we will have showing up on the pod. So that's some new things coming. So appreciate y'all for staying tuned and have a good weekend, yo.
All right, man. Well, shit, y'all know what time it is. It's been Homie Studios.
Yiddy.
Yiddy.